Alright, the title of this video is the viewer request for the LR, or it's not even actually an LR, it's just the INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And I'm actually kind of curious how this one is gonna go. I mean, INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has not been used by me in so long. He's definitely coming up on an EZA for sure. I am actually really curious to see how well he's going to do in here. I hope it's quite well. I'm expecting this guy to do absolutely horrible, but honestly, with links and such, two-turn support, his active skill, and Gogeta active skill, he might actually be able to do a little bit of something. So I am kind of curious to see what he's doing here with that. And the last phase on this is tech. I tried to do a fight with a last phase being tech. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, but if he's getting continuously clapped up, I'll just do a turn with his active and his and the Gogeta active along with him, along with the Super Saiyan 4s. I'm not going to run. I would actually choose to run Super Saiyan 4 AGL Goku on rotation with him, but he can't be ran in slot 1, and neither that can the Gogeta, so that's not really an option to be honest. But let's get to his kit real quick. INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, not an LR. This was a crazy drop when he released. I remember it was pretty cool. I was actually really hyped for this. It was a random monthly TUR. And so, of course, he has the 170 Giant 8 power lead. Shadow Dragon Saga is 150. He raises attack and defense by 50% on super attack. And the basic effects, he has 200% attack and defense. For 8 turns, he gets key 4, attack and defense 40%, and super effective against all types. From the 9th turn from start of battle, okay, as I was saying, from the 8th turn start of battle, or 9th turn start of battle, he does get a high chance of being super effective against all types. He also has the new sprite, by the way, which is pretty cool. He's link level 10 and has Rainbow, of course, 20 additional, 5 dodge, 6 crit. I'm sure I'm going to need to change that crit to dodge, and I have 1 copy, so I can do it somewhat easily, but for now we're just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to put any new equips until they EZA. And then when he receives a super, he has a high chance of nullifying it, countering with tremendous power. Now his active skill is 40% attack and defense. All enemies in attack and defense minus 40% for 1 turn. And that's activated after 4 or more attacks. He gets hit with 4 or more attacks, so he has to receive them. So not actually, in today's times, that's actually not terrible. Used to be pretty hard to get, but now it's really not that bad. Of course, he has Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Over and Flash, GT, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, all the categories, and then his best linking partner is going to be the Super Saiyan 4s, where he shares 5, and he gets a total of 4 key, 55% attack, and 15% defense. Now, again, him being with Super Saiyan 4 AGL Goku would be much better, but this way is fine, honestly. The key is going to be to line him up with the... We're going to have this Goku on this rotation just for the 2-turn support, and then we're going to put Gogeta. Honestly, we'll float the Super Saiyan 4 Goku for now, and then we'll try to get the Gogeta on a turn with him eventually, and it should work out decent. It really is just gonna depend on how good he's gonna defend, and again, he does have a 50% chance to nullify a super, so that is gonna be helpful for us here, unlike some of these other showcases where these units don't have anything to counter supers, and if you just get hit with a super, you just insta-lose. That's not the case with this guy, so hopefully he shows us something, although he does need to get hit 4 times. Again, if I have to take on an easier fight, I will. I'll probably go into one of the old Blue Zone stages from Worldwide last year. And that will be that. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, drop a sub to the channel, and let me know down below in the comments what you think of this unit, and if you have any requests. If you want to leave a request, just make sure you are sub to the channel, leave a like on the video, and comment down below the unit leader skill and the team and the event to take on, and I will try to get to that. Back to this guy. He still has really good animations, both the active and his super attack. Also his counter. and his OST is pretty good as well, so I hope he performs here. Would be very nice, honestly. Gogeta's just gonna do his thing, of course. I don't really want him to do this many attacks, but it's fine. The key is going to be trying to make sure he doesn't do too many supers. Maybe I need to go into this fight with him on the starting turn. I need him to get hit, but I also need these guys to super. Okay. Let's see. They might actually allow him to get a hit in. We are still 4 hits away from being able to get his active, which may or may not be good. Still don't know how much he takes. He has 5 links, 15% defense, 45% attack, and the 4 key with the 4s. It doesn't get much better than that. He's gonna get exploded with a normal. Hit 200k defense and he gets 50% on super with no built-in supers. 4 mil. It still looks so good though. Good stuff, Gogeta. Oh, whoa. Ouch. There's a lot of damage. Thank you, Vegeta. Thank you. Clutched up. Oh, he does a lot of damage. Okay. Hopefully we don't go too crazy here. I still gotta get hit 3 more times. That might be an issue, actually. Because we got put on the off turn, so we didn't get hit enough times. But then again, at the same time, getting hit is also going to do a lot of damage, so we can't get hit too many times as well. Very odd. Very odd. He's gonna dodge that. He's not gonna get hit, but yeah. Gods are gonna get their stacking up. Oh. They're cooking for me right now. I need like 4 supers minimum. That's the minimum amount that they get, or the minimum that they need to do. Otherwise, it might get a little crazy in here. Come on. I actually didn't see if that was the 4th one or not. It wasn't. Oh my gosh. What are they doing to me? Why would they do that? That was so unnecessary. They could have just been normal and just did a super instead of a normal. Like, what are you guys doing? Lock in, brothers. Lock in. I just need this guy to stack. Just so he doesn't get me cooked. He might actually be... This might actually be the Gogeta that we get. I still need to get hit 3 more times. I can't get hit 3 times in one instance. That's too many. That's way too many. There's 3 though. He's healing there. We transform. If he takes 200, but if we transform, we might kill. Actually, I think that's what we want. That's what we're going for. 100%. Oh, I skipped it. It's okay. We're going for the kill here. I think that's the play. Okay. Oh, we might not do enough damage because we didn't have any orbs. I could have gained some orbs and then transformed, and then we would have been fine. Now I might be cooked. I sold. We probably would have killed with 3 too. I mean, if I do another additional, I think that was the last one. That's so sad. That's so sad. No, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. What's the play here? I don't have a choice. We do that. We get him the, and then I mean, that doesn't matter. We're at 88% HP. We gotta stay above a certain threshold at this point. You know, if they don't kill, that could actually work out in our favor here. We have the extra 10% damage reduction. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. 2 hits. It's not as many as I would like it to be, but we have the damage reduction, so as long as it's not like as long as he doesn't 380 with damage reduction? Oh yeah, we gotta go to an easier fight. Okay, we're trying the Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan one. Dude, look at the sprite though. They gave him the good sprite. Once he EZAs, this is gonna be a top tier unit. Okay, you got a super out the way. We might actually be able to do this one pretty good. Realistically, all I need for this to be a success is a counter, 2-time support, Gogeta support, Gogeta active support with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta active up. It's not asking too much. It's actually should be pretty easy to get. He's gonna get what, 3 hits? A double super is really good for defense. We know how high his defense is, and it's not very high. Also, he has no links with this Vegeta. He still takes 200. Oh, man. He still takes 200. That is so much. 200k per normal. Well, at least we get this off pretty fast. I'm gonna just set up boards for the gods so they can get their supers and get some stacks, even though they don't really need it. Just make sure they don't get me cooked. Because everybody else on this team is fine, except for the stackers if they don't stack. We'll be back once this active's over. Okay, okay, okay. We might as well just heal up. I see no reason to save all these. Because we need 200k per hit at this point. And that's actually a lot. I didn't think he was gonna do this bad, but I guess, let me check when this guy came out. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Let's see. Fusion, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is where? Where is he at? I don't know where he is. I can't find him. If we're looking for INT, there he is. Okay. This is a, oh, this is a 2021 character. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. 2021 character. No damage reduction, no guard, no dodge. He just has straight defense and a 50% chance to counter. So it makes sense. It makes sense. I was like, why is he taking so much? Yeah, that's why. He has no defensive capabilities, like, whatsoever. But part 1, we got that up. At least now we're not type disadvantage. We also have the extra defense. That's good. We don't need to get that. And then I don't think he hits too hard. He has 2 hits. Yeah. We'll just do that. So I'm only gonna need 1 more. Again, we have the 2-turn support. We have 1 more hit necessary. and then we will just need to get hit one more time, and then we can do Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta active along with the other Super Gogeta active, and then that'll be that. Because I actually think the only way we're gonna win is if we constantly only have one attack targeted towards us, or none at all. If we have two, he's gonna just take too much damage for it to recover from. Like, we can't just keep recovering, especially because he's gonna get us killed if he takes 300k per normal. Post super, not even like, you know, not even. I don't even know what a double super. He doesn't have any built-in additionals, so the only additional he's gonna get is from hidden potential, and it's 20, so it's pretty high. But it's like he just doesn't have anything built in really. It's kind of rough. He did get a double super here though, 5 mil. Not good. He is super effective. This used to be the #1 unit in the game at one point. This happens though. He's old. I actually need you to get hit, buddy. So now he needs to still get hit 2 more times. Great. Thank you, Gogeta. What a favorable situation I've been put in right now. I think if I actually would have gotten hit there, maybe it would have helped us a little bit. Instead, he decides to say, nah, you don't need that assistance, brother. And to that, I say, come on, why so rude? Let's see. I need... If I can get to the tech phase, he might be able to do something. I need to get to the tech phase, though. I didn't give him any orbs. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I didn't give him any orbs. Mainly just for damage at this point. Yep, that sucks. Oh no. I don't even think I want to pull out Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the physical one, because if I do, he might just one-shot it. And that's not ideal either. Can I get to the tech phase? How much does tech phase do? I can check real quick. How much does tech phase do? Because if it does above a certain amount, then it's just gonna do too much damage anyways. 600k normals, he can take 600k normals. I think he can take 600k normals. I'm not 100%, but I hope he can. What do we do? I'm not worried about the other rotation whatsoever. I need to get hit twice. Obviously I can't, oh no. I need to get hit. Obviously I can't put him in any of those other slots. We're just gonna target those guys. With everybody else, I needed to get hit twice there for Gogeta, because now Gogeta is gonna be floating around, and that's not ideal at this point. I'm gonna have to wait for the next rotation where Gogeta's on a rotation so I can float him again, which is gonna be a few turns from now. So actually, I'll just pause and come back once we get to that. We'll see the attack set first. I don't think it's gonna be any different. He actually is getting AGL Vegeta and AGL Super Gogeta support though, 'cause he's on fusion. 5 mil. Give me additional or something? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna come back when he has his active with Gogeta active. Okay, intermission. We have this Gogeta active, but not with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta active. I just did this so I can take the hits and hopefully survive. And then the next one we'll be able to get. I just realized though I have to target the Goku. But we'll be back at this. Okay, so we can attack the Gohan with the Gogeta because he's not going to do enough damage with the rest of them. We still need to target Goku because we want to get the last tech phase, and that's the only way to do it. Let's see. He's actually up to 8 mil. He's gonna be able to tank the normals, but he's getting super attacked, so we're literally just gonna need to either counter it, or dodge, which he did. Okay, so we got that in. Huge. That's actually huge. Oh, we didn't get to see the full animation though. That's fine. We did what we needed to do in that situation. Now, these guys stacking, I probably should have stopped them from stacking, but we'll just leave them like this. So hopefully they don't kill the Gohan by themselves, because that would just be not ideal. We're at 20 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. This is lined up almost perfectly. We just need to get to the next time he comes around, and that's what we'll do. We'll have INT Gogeta and the AGL Gogeta actives up, and he should actually do over 10 mil. So we'll see with that. It's finally time. This is the moment that I have been sitting here hoping that we'd be able to get. We'll get these out the way. These don't matter. We've seen this one a whole bunch of times. Okay. I don't need him doing too much damage. Let's see. Okay, we see a super. How much does this guy hit for? Because I'm actually not sure if I wanna. Okay, we should actually be fine with Gogeta in the front. A problem would be popping them, and then he just does way too much damage. But so we got that. Let's get this active in real quick, and then we're gonna see it. It's been so long since I heard this OST and seen that active. Okay, here we go. He has 5 out of 7 links. He's link level 10. Super Gogeta active. His own active. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's 2-turn support. I am so curious to see how much. They're not gonna kill. They better not. They better not. Okay, they should. Okay. 2-turn support. Super Gogeta supports from his active. 5 out of 7 links. His own active. How much is he doing? I'm actually kind of curious. He still only does 10. He just doesn't have enough stuff in his kit to do any damage. He did double-digit tank this though. I'll take that as a win. I will take that as a win for sure. And then of course AGL Gogeta is gonna finish it off. A little bit weird that the way that I had to do this, but it worked out at the end. We got all the necessary stuff in here. I'm quite happy with this one. Gogeta's obviously gonna finish because he's just too strong for this fight. If I pulled out Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I think I would have killed in that first slot, and I didn't want that because that would have been very sad. But we got it. I mean, you'll see. He actually didn't do as much damage as I thought. He only did 10 mil. It's his passive. He just has 200% attack and defense. He lost his 40% attack and defense for 8 turns. Just tough. But we got it, though. We did get it. So, thanks for watching. I'm out.